have tuned in once again to the Two Louies Radio Magazine here on KKEY Radio, 1150 AM. And tonight, a special live broadcast from the Two Louies Mansion, where we're throwing a party for all those Texas people who at this very moment are stuck over there at the Hilton Hotel doing what is called bag stuffing. You know, that's where you put the CDs and the promo packs for all the people that are registering for North by Northwest tomorrow at the Hilton Hotel. But tonight is party night in the Two Louies Mansion. It's Oregon hosting Texas. It's like Monday Night Football with the live thing happening. And tonight you're going to meet the rest of the staff at Two Louies, starting with our KK engineer guy who has us wired live now, Michael Anthony. Michael, why don't you say hi?
It's going to be a fun show. Glad to be here.
It is. It's sort of like Monday Night Football, isn't it, Mike? All the players are on the field warming up now.
Yeah, it's just like Monday Night Football, except a little bit more violent.
It is, actually. Well, have you, Michael, are you familiar with the band Jesus Presley? Have you ever seen them perform live?
Yes, I have. I think they're great.
When did you catch them live?
A couple of weeks ago.
A couple of weeks ago. Okay, Michael. Well, the band will want to talk to you about that later, okay? But right now we're going to move over and talk to another member of Two Louies staff, the producer of the Two Louies Radio Magazine, Nancy Ray. Hi, Nance.
Good evening, Buck.
You finally made it on the radio, Nance.
I've been angling for weeks now.
Are you nervous?
Nope, not at all.
Are you ready to talk to all those famous musicians that you know and hang around with in Portland who are all up for North by Northwest and all have a story to tell?
Most definitely. I'm ready to get them to talk.
Did you get those Prince guys to come down here, those engineers who used to work for Prince?
You know, they told me they were going to be down here, and maybe they'll just show up.
Maybe if they're in the house?
Maybe if they're in the house, they'll be here.
All right, well, anybody else that you've scheduled to talk to? Peter Burke is upstairs, I saw. He flew in.
Peter Burke's here, and we also got Marty Hughley from the Oregonian scheduled to arrive later.
Marty's going to be here covering us.
Yes, he will.
All right. And didn't you pick up Peter Burke at the airport? Speaking of the guy who signed Quarter Flash and is here with a checkbook and ready to go?
Yes, Mr. Burke was picked up in the Two Louies limousine that's also carted around Billy Gibbons and John Entwistle.
Oh, man, I love name dropping here at the Two Louies Radio Magazine, and that's Nancy Ray dropping a few. And now here is the other co-producer of the Two Louies Radio Magazine, that famous paparazzi photographer, Bucco. You all know Bucco, that heavy metal guy. Bucco, say hi.
Hi.
So, Bucco, have you got those heavy metal guys showing up at the Two Louies Mansion for the North by Northwest Texas crew party and live radio remote?
Well, you know, Buck, they're supposed to be here, but you know, heavy metal guys, you can just never trust them. You never know when they're going to show up, if they're going to show up, and if they do show up, we've enticed them with the beer out in the backyard.
No, wait a minute. We can't say free beer on the radio, Bucco, so scratch that free beer stuff, okay?
Okay.
Who were some of those heavy metal guys who were going to come?
Well, I was going to try to get the Thresher guys to come down here, and
Are they playing in North by Northwest?
Come
on, Bucco, do your homework, quick.
I don't think so.
How many heavy metal guys are playing North by Northwest?
I don't think
How many
there's
played
any.
last year?
I
And the
don't
year
think-
before?
Oh,
Thanks a
man.
lot, Bucco. Moving along now. Here's Sibel. Sibel, y'all know Sibel from cable television. Sibel is one of the most beautiful young entertainers this city has produced in a long time, and she has been beautiful for a long time now, actually, and she's a great musician. She plays accordion, and she is the star of the chess show. Isn't that right?
Why, yes, it's true, Buck. It's quite an honor and a privilege to be here tonight in the Two Louies Mansion. I got all dressed up for the occasion.
I can tell.
But
And the guys really appreciate it. The musicians are stoked, Sibel.
And I
Hey, see, there really are people here. Oh, there we go. Now we have two microphones in action. So we can give one of them to Tony Hughes, the leader of Jesus Presley, who is going to come on and tell us briefly what we're, not even briefly, but briefly because he leaves the band and he has to join them because they're getting rowdy in the other room. They have discovered the kegs of beer. Tony, tell us, what are we going to hear tonight? Are we going to hear selections from your new CD that was indeed engineered and co-produced, wasn't it, by that Prince guy?
Indeed, Buck, but 3 words first, dunk a shame. Buck, we're rocking and rolling right here in the bottom, in the dungeon of the basement. They have set us all up, and I don't think the VH1 lady is coming in.
No.
The party was rated too controversial for her once again.
You're still mad about that. But you know, hey, listen, Tony, we invited, what's his name from Willamette Week?
Richard Martin
has been invited, and we have heard actually that he's going to show. He RSVP'd Nancy Ray and said he was going to come, and John Foyston asked me if I would, now this is a true story. John Foyston called me this morning, And he said, I hear that guy from Willamette Week is coming. I said, Nancy Ray says he's coming. He said, well, I want you, Buck, he said, I'm going to stand on the balcony, and I want you to maneuver him under the balcony. And I'm not going to say he said he was going to urinate in his beer from the balcony. I'm not going to say that. Because that would be over the line, and a guy like John Boyston working for a straight organization like the Oregonian who would leak something like that to a scum like me who would say it later on the radio might be in jeopardy of his job. And I said to John Boyston, well, if you think you don't like that guy, Tony Hughes and Jesus Presley wrote a song about him.
We did. I think it's good to write music about the folks that influence you the most. And here in town, Richard, he's quite a guy.
Well, are you going to do that song tonight, Tony?
Sure, we can do that.
That would be appropriate because I think he might show up and prove to be a great sport. You know, actually, earlier on, I was over where the bag stuffing is going on, and I am truly touched by the spirit of no competition between Willamette Week and, say, Two Louies for hosting the Texas Crew Party, which is the co-event of the entire North by Northwest seminar. I was touched that in the room where the Texas people are at this very moment bag stuffing, on the wall a 30 by 50 foot banner that says, thank you, Two Louies. Now I thought that was very, very they are the sponsor of North by Northwest to allow those Texas people to express their appreciation for the 3rd annual Texas Crew Party. So without further ado, let's have some live music from the Two Louies Mansion, where the party has just begun and where we await the Texas Crew for North by Northwest.